Around 3100 BCE, the Sumerians settled in southern Mesopotamia and created the world's first cities, the first complex social structures, the first epic poems. And they did it all in a language so alien it has defied the best efforts of linguists for centuries. Sumerian first appeared in southern Mesopotamia around 3100 BCE, marking humanity's transition from prehistory to history. Its long linguistic history is divided into 4 periods: Archaic Sumerian, 3100 to 2500 BCE, Old or Classical Sumerian, 2500 to 2300 BCE, New Sumerian, briefly revived around 2000 BCE, and Post-Sumerian. From the beginning, Sumerian coexisted with Akkadian, a Semitic language that would eventually replace it. This was not a contest, but a symbiosis, where the two tongues influenced each other deeply. Even the name Sumerian is Akkadian. The people themselves called their language Eme-gir, the native tongue. Around 2000 BCE, after the fall of the Third Dynasty of Ur and the rise of Semitic dynasties, the Sumerians lost political identity. Sumerian gradually disappeared as a spoken language, replaced by Akkadian. Yet this was not the end. For nearly 2,000 years, possibly into the 2nd century CE, Sumerian lived on as a written, literary, and liturgical language. It was institutionalized in scribal schools, studied by generations of non-native speakers, and reformed into an even more precise script so Akkadian students could learn it as a dead tongue. This paradox means our most detailed phonetic data comes not from when the language was alive, but from when it was already long dead. Sumerian is a linguistic isolate with no proven relatives. Over the years, it has been compared to Ural-Altaic, Dravidian, and other families. But no consensus has emerged. Some minority theories suggest links to Turkic or Tungusic languages, but most scholars accept it as a unique branch of a vanished family tree. The written record shows 2 main dialects: Eme-gir, the official and most widespread, and Emesal, used in hymns and incantations. Our knowledge of Sumerian phonology comes entirely through cuneiform, a logosyllabic system that began as pictographs for accounting around 3000 BCE and evolved into the wedge-shaped signs we recognize today. At first logographic, the script expanded to include phonetic signs, especially as the Akkadians adopted and adapted it. Through this adaptation, we gained the ability to reconstruct Sumerian sounds, though filtered through Akkadian pronunciation habits. Cuneiform was complex. A single glyph could mean many things depending on context. Scholars developed transliteration conventions, subscripts to distinguish homophones, uppercase for logograms, and determinatives to mark categories like deities or place names. Despite these tools, ambiguities abound, and reconstructing sound is never exact. The phonetic values we know are approximations shaped by Akkadian speakers who studied the language centuries after it ceased to live. Even so, modern research has yielded a widely accepted phoneme inventory. Sumerian had a 4-vowel system, A, E, I, U, and a set of stops, fricatives, nasals, liquids, and glides. Unique sounds included the velar nasal nen-yumis, G, and possibly the glottal stop and /h/, which seem to have been lost over time. Its phonotactics were strict. Words could only follow simple syllable patterns like V, CV, VC, or CVC, and consonant clusters were forbidden. Sumerian grammar was agglutinative. Words were built by stacking prefixes and suffixes around a constant root. Nouns used case suffixes like E for subjects and AK for genitive. Verbs were especially complex, chaining multiple affixes to encode tense, voice, person, number, and relational elements in a rigid sequence. The result was a highly structured but flexible system, unlike the inflectional forms of later Indo-European or Semitic languages. Reconstruction of this grammar, like phonology, is ongoing. Competing models and new interpretations continue to appear, and our picture of Sumerian shifts as scholarship advances. Still, a coherent model exists that allows us to approximate how Sumerian functioned. For modern speakers attempting to revive the tongue, guides approximate its sounds. Vowels like A in father, A in hey, I in antique, U in Zulu, aspirated and unaspirated consonant distinctions, pronounced like English sh, and n, as in sing. Rules are strict, no consonant clusters, and syllables always neatly separated. A foundational vocabulary survives. Gao, big, gigi, black, mud, blood, dog, nang, to drink, saxar, earth, gu, to eat, e.g., fire, ud, sun, day. Phrases reconstructed from tablets demonstrate its agglutinative form. Am, what is it? The digital age has given new life to the study of Sumerian. Tools like the electronic Pennsylvania Sumerian Dictionary, EPSD, the ETCSL Corpus of Literature, the Cuneiform Digital Library Initiative, CDLI, and ORACC provide unprecedented access to texts and translations. These resources allow students and scholars alike to engage with Sumerian on a scale unimaginable a century ago. The future of Sumerian studies is bright, full of promise and potential, driven by passionate scholars and fueled by technology. As our understanding of this ancient language deepens, so too does our appreciation for the brilliance of the Sumerians, the ingenuity that led them to create the world's first cities, the first complex social structures, the first epic poems. They are gone, but their legacy lives on, not just in the artifacts of their civilization, but in the very structure of human language. I've been your host. Until next time, stay curious.